This is a day that the Lord has made. Welcome, you guys. My name is Vanessa. I did a weekly vlog. I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, happy March 14th. This is a page in my daily devotional. And it says, the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" This is from Genesis chapter 3, verse 9. When Adam and Eve disobeyed God in the Garden of Eden and ate the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they felt ashamed and they hid. Is shame part of your story? Do you feel less than, not enough, inadequate? Even when you can't perceive it, God is searching for you. He's calling you to come out of hiding and into His grace, into His unconditional acceptance. He loves you. He always has and He always will. So I did not eat breakfast, but at about lunch, I made myself this shake. 2 scoops with 12 ounces of water. 150 calories. Creamy chocolate fudge. So good. It is tea time. I have this little pouch that I purchased from Dollar Tree. And I put in a few different teas that I like. I'm going to make myself Sarsaparilla. It's supposed to be good for my hormone balance. So here is my tea. This is chicken that I had already cooked from, it's leftover chicken. Putting cheese, I'm gonna warm this up. Okay, I added some freshly made rice. I'm going to add green chili sauce. If I had red enchilada sauce, that's what I would add. Green chili is really spicy for me, but I think it'll be okay. And then I'm going to add more cheese. And I'm going to put this. I like a lot of cheese. I know it's not the best. I'm going to warm this up. Next step, I'm going to add sour cream because, like I said, green chili is a little too spicy for me. So this will cut down. And then if I had lettuce, tomato, or even cilantro, I would garnish, but I don't have that. So this is going to be my dinner. All right, so if you watched my last vlog, I had made a few purchases at Target with the intent to make a trail mix for my son. So this is a salty, spicy, sweet mixture. I already had peanuts and I'm just using this peanut jar. I cut this stick like into 3. And then I went ahead and put 2 boxes of plain M&Ms, one without the peanut. So now, because trail mix is expensive, and so I figured I would try to make it on my own. Let's see how this goes. And I have no idea what ratio to use, so this is all a guessing game. But I think that's a pretty good. There's more peanut, which peanut I believe gives you protein and is good for you. And I'm not crazy over this spicy stuff because I don't think it's good for your stomach. I'm not showing your face. You like it? Or it looks good, but hopefully it'll taste good.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, baby. Hey, y'all. It is Tuesday. I'm at work, and I brought my tea in my Contigo holder, and then I brought my protein powder in the little plastic thing that I'm going to mix with water. You guys, I wanted to read my March 16th daily devotional. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. That is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. I guess what I want to share the most is, okay, there are small positive things we can do to treat our symptoms during hard times. But if we rely on vitamins, exercise, and counseling, self-care, lifestyle changes, or other such healthy interventions, we'll find that they're never fully sufficient. That is so true. I appreciate every hardship I go through because I'm telling you, it gets me closer to the Lord. Hey, you guys, so my devotionals this week took me back 4 years ago when I was going through a really difficult time, and I won't say any details other than just know that it made me feel like I had never been shaken so much. I had never been kicked so hard. I had never been pushed so far down that I wanted to be alone. I would go into my closet, cuddle up, and cry. And my heart was beating so fast, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I just felt like I was going to literally die. And I would do this every single night because I didn't want my son to know what was going on. But I knew I had to function, so right away I went to therapy. And it was good to talk about it, but I wasn't getting any resolution. It wasn't fully sufficient until I started going to a prayer group at church. That's when I truly, fully healed from what I was going through. And then a few months later, I was in a program at work by Brene Brown. This is one of her books, Daring Greatly. She has a lot of books. She has a lot of YouTube videos. I recommend you check her out. She is a woman of faith. I do like to read books that the author is a Christian based. She talks in this particular book, she talks about never enough, which sometimes we can feel shame from this. Never enough makes us very weak, which is my other devotional, right? But she has a chapter where she talks about understanding and combating shame. We can ask God for forgiveness for everything we've done, but I think it's really hard to forgive ourselves. When I went through this program, I really understood that me living in shame, I was not living my best life. I was not living in love. I was not living in joy. She has a chapter practicing gratitude. I think all of those are related to my devotionals. It is a process to figure out why you're feeling what you're feeling, what you're going through, whether you have to learn to live with it or you can change it. It's all in the decision you make. It's all in the choices you make. God does not want us to live in shame. The devil does. God doesn't. So learning to deal with that and figure that out. Your life is just going to be so amazing, so beautiful. Like, you're going to love your life. It doesn't matter where you are in your life, who you are. When you connect and learn from Brene Brown, but most importantly, when you have God in your life, because God's going to come to you when you are at your weakest, at your darkest. That is when he is the most powerful. You're just going to be thirsty and want more and more of God when you truly let him in your life. And then once you let your shame go, oh my gosh, you will be unstoppable. Like, I really like the song from Carrie Underwood, The Champion. Oh my gosh, that song means so much to me. It is my theme song. I could go on and on speaking about these things because it's just so amazing how God works. He's working through Brene Brown. He's working in me. He can start working it in you. And it is so beautiful. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Hey, you guys. It is Wednesday. I picked up lunch and I'm passing through this street, which happens to be our city pool. It's been there since I was little. I'm 41. Let me remind you, this is where I learned how to swim. But they are redoing it, taking it down, and they're putting up a really cool new, I don't know what they're calling it, like a water park almost. It is dinner time, so I have a bowl. I have some relish in here. I'm shredding carrot, but then I decide That's not working, so I start chopping up some carrots. These are baby carrots. I'm going to make my pasta tuna bowl. This is what I'm doing right now. So the carrots are sliced. I have a can of tuna that I like to get the tuna in water. I'm putting in some canned green beans. I put whatever vegetables I have available on hand. Now a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And I had some cooked pasta that I put in. I put in ground onion powder. I put in salt and now some freshly cracked pepper. I'm going to mix it all together and mix. And this was so delicious. I've never actually done this combination before. But like I said, I just put in whatever I have at the moment. And it was so filling. I happen to use elbow macaroni, but I've used pasta shells. I've used the bow ties. Whatever pasta you have will work. So I also decided to prepare some water with some fresh lemon. And that was it. It was so good. Hey guys, it's Thursday. I made my shake. Let me shake it up. I fast for breakfast. It is noon. And so I'm having my shake. I poured myself some water with lemon because this is really good for you. And I'm about to take my vitamins. So I thought maybe I will show you my vitamin routine if you're interested in it. I'll just explain a little about it. But I use this Nature's Bounty extra strength hair, skin, and nails. I compare labels all the time. Like I said, I research everything. I believe I purchased this from Costco, so it was a really good price. This has biotin, and I'm telling you, for me, this helps with my hair growth. And you have to take 3 capsules a day. I got this at Dollar Tree. I didn't even have to tell you, right? Because I talk about Dollar Tree a lot. Got that from Dollar Tree. My son has his vitamins, a blue one. I'm going to fill this up to make sure I take my vitamins every day. I read that niacin was really good, and while I want to be healthy, my primary focus is trying to lose weight. Like, that's my journey. Just remember, my channel is about God and weight loss. Is where I really put my focus on, and just being a better person overall. Niacin is already in my other vitamins, so I just do every other day. I don't know if this is good or bad. And it's not an even distribution because there's 7 days in the week, but I just do 3. Potassium is good for boost your intermittent fasting. So I'm going to put that in every day. It is a mineral. There are no calories in this. So if you have a day that you're not eating at all, I would suggest not taking your vitamins because they do have calories, but you can take your potassium. Also, this is a mineral. It's magnesium. You can also take this on days you are fasting. It has no calories. I try to take these right before bed because it promotes a good night's sleep. Hey, you guys. Today is my dad's 75th birthday. I am so blessed to have my daddy for this long. My son is so blessed to have him. What do you get someone who's 75 years old? Well, my dad has a lot of things, and he has come to a point in his life where he doesn't really want anything. You can't take these things on earth with you. I have a very down-to-earth dad. He's not high maintenance. He's never been into the name brand stuff. I'm getting emotional. I love my daddy so much. He's a big part of who I am. We did go shopping earlier in the week, and we got him sandals because my dad's a sandal guy. And so I'm sure he needs new sandals. He talked about his watch. wasn't working anymore, so we got him a watch that he can wear every single day. I set it for him, and then I just now made a card from this little set that I have, build a card that I had bought from Big Lots years ago. So I'm gonna have my son sign it. I'm gonna put $75 in for my dad, for one for every year. We're at my dad's place, coming to wish him a happy birthday. Wait to see where he is.
That's one
Here,
I got
Emilio.
some. And then I got put a vibration in the front. That's how I got it. Well, take a picture.
Alright.
I'll take it on my glasses,
I think
man.
it's recording, but just keep recording. Can you see us?
Mm-hmm.
So it's my dad's 75th birthday. Here, let me take a picture.
I took a picture.
Okay.
You see, I called me today, but I don't remember my birthday.
Alright.
Yeah?
7:18 in the evening. Hey, it's Friday. It's my favorite day of the week. Today's devotional, the very last paragraph, caught my attention. Determine in your heart today to stay focused so you can finish well what God has called you to do. He promises to instruct you on the way you should go and to guide you as you follow him. Psalm 32, verse 8. So you guys, it is about 8:20. I dropped my son off at school. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go help somebody at 9 o'clock. I wanted to share my thoughts on my morning's devotional. There are some mornings I will wake up and I'm like, Lord, what am I supposed to do today? And then there are times where I'm just going through my daily routine. I'm going through the usual thing. And I tell the Lord, I trust that everything is as it should be, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm where I'm supposed to be in every part of my life. You know, this is the home I'm supposed to be in. This is the job I'm supposed to be in. This is the school my son's supposed to be going to. I want to make sure I'm living in my purpose. I can honestly say for 7 years, my life was the same thing every single day. I had my home, the same employer. And then my life got shook up. I talked about a few days ago this week how my life was completely shook up. I kept praying every day, Lord, where am I supposed to be? Is this where I'm supposed to be at? The home I was living in, there was so many good memories in there, but it also brought me so much depression and sadness because of what had happened. And I remember it was my son's 9th birthday. So I had bought him a big, huge trampoline. It took me a whole week to assemble it. I was sitting in my living room having a moment where I'm like, Lord, please tell me what I'm supposed to do. And I'm telling you, I heard him say, it's time for you to move on. You need to sell this house. And he told me, you don't want to disrupt your son's routine too much. So you need to move, stay in the same city, but move to a different home. Completely different for your son. So we went from living in a single story home in a non-HOA area, and we moved into a 2-story home in an HOA area. I couldn't believe I had done that because the home I was in, the single story home I was in, I thought that was going to be my forever home, and I had invested in projects like redoing the flooring, changing out things in layout in the home. My dad and my uncle helped me put up a fence, and I had replaced all the light fixtures, and I'd replaced redone both of my bathrooms. There was so much, and I had more plans for it. But the Lord said, no, you gotta move on. I did as he told me. And then a few years later, here I am again. I'm like, Lord, of course I'm asking him every day, but one day it came to me. He's like, it's time. Your son is settled as far as emotionally from everything that's been going on. It's time for you guys to experience more, like more change, a different place. And so I put my house up for sale again and moved into the city about an hour away into an apartment. I sold my home. I got rid of almost everything. I got a new job. The Lord blessed me I was making the same amount of money from one job to another with less responsibilities. And everything, my apartment, work was 5 miles apart. My son's school and apartment was 2 miles apart. Everything was falling into place perfectly. And it is so weird how every move I had fear, because I don't like to change my personal life and that stability and that foundation. I can change everything else in my life. I'm good with it. But changing my foundation is very important to me. So I was very scared. But oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. And then I made such great friendships and co-workership in a short amount of time, because then 10 months later, here I am again hearing the Lord say, child, you got to move back home. Your son and you experienced what you needed to. Now you got to go back home. And here I go again. Again, everything fell into place though. Every move I made was so smooth. There was no problems. Everything was just so almost perfect. It was seamless. And that's why I know, I'm going to read it again. He promises to instruct you on the way you should go and to guide you as you follow him. Because he has been number one through the whole journey. Not only did he provide, but he provided in abundance. So, well, I had bought the handkerchiefs to use as a mask. So we parked, I made a reservation, then we walked to Starbucks. Now we're back waiting.
Mom, wanna play Uno?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tuna. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Oh.